Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Roll is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He talked about the atmosphere this team is going to play in today, and they have worked all season to be a part of a game just like this. They have now moved into that top 12 ranking, but they know they have got to impress the College Football Committee, the voters, and everybody who has a role in this because they want to get to the playoffs. This game has so much importance, but he said, I don't want our players to feel overwhelmed. I want them to execute and do their job here today, but communicate at a high level here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your stat.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Motion from the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Reed. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Reed. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And, man, that's a really good job by this defense. To play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, and not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release. They break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got him on the RPO. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Fourth down, Manning. Got it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. Lets it fly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
Nice grab to get that squid kick inside the 10. And he goes absolutely nowhere. The return will lose yards. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Finds a crease. It's Owens. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give. There's some room. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll.
Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the red zone, it's Brown. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Plows through the defense. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback will keep it. breaks the tackle. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now. Nice job getting the stop, getting a little bit of momentum, and now hopefully your offense is energized and excited because they got the football back.
And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Reed. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, it's Owens. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a little grass. The 20. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on it. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively...
He's running free down the middle. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Arch Madness. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Turns it upfield. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This is a designed run. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Makes a catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Motion from the wideout. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Out wide right, it's Williams. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Makes the catch, and he's free. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Manning. Left side is Lockett. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Morrow. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's changing the play. Throwing Reed. The quick out. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Arch is going to throw for it. Flips it out to the back. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Manning. The quick game. Makes the grab. Down immediately. He picks up a few. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Going to work in the air. It's Manning. He's got it. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Morrow. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Throws it back. Under pressure. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 16 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Red Raiders sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures.
A stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Reed. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Using his legs, it's Simon. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They give it to him again. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Wide open, it's a foot race. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Morrow. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got it out. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on a short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Here's Arts to throw. Right side, it's Coleman. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Manning from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The give to the left side. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Past the 45. Oh, look out! Past the 10. He is in! Touchdown, Texas A&M! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been Gig'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Here's Manning to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Edwards. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What a cut. Now he's loose. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Long way to go on second down. To throw, Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got him corralled. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat.
Opposite. That's it. Wide, 53. Wide.
On the snap, it's Edwards. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run. The ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast. Sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Hits the hole. It's Edwards. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Arch Madness. Caught. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go in the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.